Robert is a graduate of UVM class of 1988. Please join me in welcoming Robert Clarkson to the podium.
Thank you very much. No one told me I had to follow Matthias, so this just got a little harder. So here we are, finally. All the hard work, the exams, all the tests, all the masks, the swabs, and the ever-present hunt for antigens. We finally made it. This class knows a thing or two about overcoming obstacles and persevering. Let me tell you now, you're fully prepared for life after UVM. You've already proven yourselves effective at staying focused despite enormous distraction. So I'm not going to blather on about how you're going to press forward with some overly dramatic diatribe designed to sound important but not have too much practical application. No, instead, this graduating class deserves the truth, the stark reality of working life and a glimpse into your future. Life after college is awesome, and it continues to get better. And none of you have peaked, even Matthias. Not yet anyway. You got years ahead of you to reach your high point. It is more fun, it is more challenging, and it is more fulfilling than anything you've done before. Think of how you've changed since you first stepped on campus as a wide-eyed freshman. What you knew then versus now. Your relatively narrow high school-based perspective compared with a degree from a world-class university. Now multiply that transformation by 10. That's why this is called a commencement and not a conclusion. A chapter is concluding in your lives, but the rest of your life is commencing. You'll keep friends, you'll make friends, you'll get jobs, you'll change jobs, you'll build businesses, you'll buy businesses, you'll grow businesses, and have amazing lives and families of your own. And all of this commences today. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you 3 pearls of wisdom, and as a little bonus, I'm going to do it in under 15 minutes. And consider that last gesture a gift from Dean Sharma, who told me you can say anything you want, you can have any conversation that you want to have, but keep it to 15 minutes. Because I can talk all day. I'm going to encapsulate for you what I've learned since I've commenced here a few years ago. Okay, slightly more than a few years ago, but it still feels like yesterday. But, just as perspective, we took our finals on papyrus. Here we go. Number 1, and you've already had a great head start on this one. Your career will be about overcoming obstacles and figuring out how to succeed after others have stopped. I had a boss a long time ago who told me on a particularly difficult day, we pay you for the tough days, on the days when we need you to fix or figure something out. When something breaks or isn't quite right, we need you to put it back together and make it better. On the good day, that's when you need us, but on the tough days, that's when we need you. So look at taking on and solving problems as your career propellant. If you are seen as great under pressure, then you will have a long and fruitful career. And the best part of working isn't the routine, it's the creative problem solving. It is seeing a way up or a way through when others see only roadblocks. Your leadership, your brand, and your worth will be forged in perseverance and optimism. Be thankful to get the tough assignments. These will be the ones that advance your career. There is a reason that most business cases start with a problem statement. Problem is the opportunity. So put your hand up and get on teams that tackle problems. I can't count the number of times I've seen people promoted because they're able to solve problems. These people were lucky to have a problem to solve. So number 2, the real meaning of luck. So in every story about anyone who's ever found success, you'll have that epiphany moment where some piece of advice changed their thinking and bent the curve on their career path. I'm going to share with you mine. I've had the good fortune to know Jim Collins, the author of the book Good to Great, and there's a lot of amazing insights in there. But a relatively minor point he made is buried deep in his book, and his analysis changed the way that I see the world. In his book, he mentioned that in speaking with successful executives, virtually all of them at one point had referenced being lucky at some point in their career. Lucky to join a company at the right time, lucky to work for a particular leader, or lucky to have found a mentor that provided guidance and perspective. But Jim started to recognize that luck wasn't that brought all the benefit. It was actually their return on luck. their ability to turn a circumstance into a launching pad. It was what they did with that luck that really set them apart. How they took that luck and turned it into something great. Every day brings some form of luck. Every day there are events or people or ideas that give us the opportunity for a return on luck. Luck isn't what happens to you, it's what you do with it. It's all around us, but you have to see it. I was lucky to work for several amazing leaders, but that was just the opening that I needed. Success was having the agility to accelerate from that opportunity. I was lucky to meet my wife, but investing in our family was my return on luck. Although she came, so I was luckier than she. We are very lucky to have our son, Robert III, and if he works hard, he could be at a great university like this, too. I was lucky to get the chance to help 3 companies go public, but being there and making something happen are 2 very different things. Luck is the opportunity for greatness. Return on that opportunity is what actually matters. Look around. Luck is everywhere here today. Family, friends, fellow graduates, this incredible university, and the amazing professors. This is what luck looks like. Luck isn't finding a needle in a haystack, it's what you sow with that needle. I can 100% guarantee you that several times in your career, whatever you end up doing, if you see luck as being a start, a commencement of the process, rather than waiting for luck to show up, you'll be wildly successful. Luck is not a tool, it is a means to an end. It is not the end. So number 3, and I told you you're only going to be 3, so we're getting close to the end. Number 3 is the big kahuna. If you remember one thing from my little chat today, this is it. Ready? It doesn't matter what job you have, what industry you're in, nor what department you work for, business is about people. Nothing more, nothing less. You work for people, you lead people, and you serve people. I'll give you the same advice I give to every incoming new hire in all the companies I've ever been a part of. Their job, your job, is making other people successful. Let me repeat that. Making others successful is your success. And by the way, this little gem works in your personal life too. Making coworkers successful, making clients successful is the job, period. Your advancement is a byproduct of the success of others. It is simple math that if everyone makes at least 2 other people successful, a positive outcome is unavoidable. I had a super smart guy that worked for me a while ago. This guy was a true genius and could solve any problem by himself. But his motivation was for personal gain and personal acknowledgement. I tried to coach him about the strength of the team, but he was working for an audience of 1. As smart as this guy was, until he changed, he could never be a great leader. So I replaced him with someone who focused on the strengths of others, someone who emphasized team wins. She ended up building an amazing business for us, and now is a huge big shot at an e-commerce company. And you probably read about her in the news. One more example I'll give for you. I have a good friend of mine who is my former CFO. Now, typically, when you're thinking about drawing up a list of departments filled with gregarious people, CFO is pretty far down the list. And in fact, on that list, the only group that they would out-hug is maybe the compliance department. However, my friend was one of the most inspiring, empowering leaders I have ever worked with. He invested in everyone on his team to make sure that they are better. He is an evangelist for their talents. With every conversation, he starts the word we. Because of his leadership style, in addition to being CFO, he's also in charge of customer service, which that kind of tells you something about his helping others mindset. And just to a little validation to his success, his all for one and one for all strategy is not without its own merits. He was just named CFO of Walmart. Yes, that Walmart with 2.3 million employees and $570 billion in revenue, Walmart. So that whole helping people thing seems to be working out for him. Remember, sustainable success is not zero sum. It is about total sum. And it doesn't matter how good the individual is, the collective will always be stronger. So there you have it. 30 years of experience in under 15 minutes, and the best part of it is you get to at the start. So are you feeling lucky yet? Well, you should, and you are. Thank you, and congratulations to the amazing class of 2022.